Hello, I am here again to visit with you and to share some background noise from my bird, as well as some information about service dogs, because I have oftentimes spent considerable time enjoying getting to know other people and having a question and answer session, even though I don't necessarily plan it, it just sort of happens. A lot of people wonder, did I get my service dog Bella from a program, or did I get her donated from some private person? Just how I found her. The way I found her was some friends of mine found her wandering around in the streets. She was a skeleton, nothing but skin and bones, pretty much emaciated, and they found out that I was looking for a service dog, so they offered to introduce her to me. And I thought, well, she's a pit bull, but, not what I was looking for exactly. I don't know. I'll have to see. I guess I'll take a look and get to know her. Kind of a, not rejecting her, but because she wasn't exactly the breed I had in mind. I was looking like at a lab golden mix or a lab golden pit bull mix, rather than a pure breed, for one thing. And I also was not sure how well pit bulls would work as service dogs. I hadn't had a chance to think about it, much less come up with any kind of research that would validate me considering getting to know this dog. But out of curiosity, I thought, well, why not? Because it takes a long time to find a dog that would work as a service dog. I know there's been times when I've been in between dogs for as much as a year, maybe a year and a half. Anyway, I decided to meet her, and we had a meet and greet, and I fell in love immediately, and I was excited about how wonderful she was. But I realized all of a sudden, wait a minute, you're not looking for a pet. I mentally dug in my heels and said, whoa, where are you going with this? Because honestly, I was just absolutely madly in love. I thought she was a very wonderful dog. I liked her personality. I liked her size. I pretty much liked everything about her. And so I asked them if I could think about it for a while, give me a week or two at the most. They said sure, and she went home with them. Well, about 3 days later, they called me and they said, actually, our daughter is the one who's watching her, and she's going on vacation for 2 weeks. Could you babysit? And I thought, wow, that would be just perfect, because that way I would be able to get to know her, evaluate her, and decide if she would work out as a service dog. Needless to say, she came over for her 2 weeks, and she's still with me, obviously, or she wouldn't have been in the other video. I spent, I guess about 24 to 48 hours just kind of observing her and watching her, and then started some very simple basic obedience training. And well, no, actually I started house rules first, and then we went to some simple obedience, and she seemed to like all of that. I tested her to see how much of a spook she was, and she was pretty spooky and pretty nervous. And I thought, well, I've got the knowledge base and the experience to work with her, so I decided that I was going to keep her, and we've been buddies ever since, and she is absolutely marvelous. In the meantime, we started working together and slowly became a team. That's a story for another video. And I reckon I will do another video on some more details about service dog training in the near future. I want to get the tripod so that I can set the camera up and actually have a means by which it would be easier to see what's going on as far as some basic, simple training that you would start a dog doing and then work your way up into service dog tasks and then into, well, I guess you would call them medium-sized tasks or moderate tasks, and then to your more detailed technical tasks that a service dog would learn to do. Meanwhile, I am going to close for now, and I will be back with you soon. Safe travels, many blessings.